getting back into society the right way, right?
Absolutely.
So that one day is all you've got, and that's what matters. And if you pray and keep your armor on, you're good to go.
Absolutely.
You'll make it through that day.
Well, tomorrow's gone. You can't get it back. Yesterday is gone. You can't get it back.
Wow, I was worried there for a minute. Abuse.
Tomorrow, you're not guaranteed tomorrow. So you're right. You only do have one day to do what you need to do.
There's nothing you can do about yesterday.
No.
But you can, all that's out there, anybody listening, that's thinking that they've blown it, you know what I mean? We were talking about that before we went on live air.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing you can do about the past, but you can sure heck make one great ending.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And what you're saying, asking them, that so I've been on both sides, so I can relate to them guys, and of course, because I've been on the streets and I've been tore up, and so I think that's what is kind of unique about us is that my wife and I, Shawanda, she's done prison a couple times, and she's been. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
So we can work.
You guys are a beautiful couple, by the way. You
we're,
complement each other really, really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the better looking one. I call the shots. I'm the shot caller.
Yeah, that showed the other
Love
night.
you, honey.
Yeah. Hey, honey.
That is awesome.
This show may not be aired.
Yeah. I might change up when I leave. Can we delete that part? No.
Yeah,
It's all good.
But yeah, no, thank you. Yeah, we met at the discipleship. We started courting, which was a new word for me. I thought that
date.
I thought that you screwed the girl first and got her pregnant, and then asked her what her name was. And so I didn't know that there was a proper way to do it. And if you didn't like me, then there was something wrong with you. But courting, you call, we called, talked on the phone, and went on some double dates and got to get to one. And if we didn't if we didn't want to date anymore, we could just be friends. I didn't know that that's what you did, right?
You bet.
You know what I mean? And so those are the things that we teach them too, because we do like each other, you know what I mean? And so, we did. We liked each other, and we got decided to. I said to her, hey, we talked about getting married, and I told her, hey, listen, all I want you to do is I'm going to be doing this for the rest of my life, because I was a men's director and I had about 120 guys, and I told her this is what I'm going to be doing for the rest of my life, because the Lord spoke to me and told me that this is what I'm going to be doing. And so it's a long hours. It's not. It can be whatever it wants because God owns everything. But I just said, don't pay $100,000 a year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but if you just want to be friends, because we're going out, then and that was the first time in my life where I said that, because I would conform to the way that if she said, back in the day, I want somebody because I liked her, you know what I mean? So I want you to go get a 40-hour, you know what I mean? I want you to be an iron worker. I would have went and did that, you know what I mean?
Sure.
Because, you know what I mean? And I said, so this is what I'm going to do the rest of my life. So if you don't want to get married and just be friends, I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Sure. She says, no, I'm in. And so I said, okay. And so we got, and so then we got married, and I figured I was going to be in White Center for the rest of my life. I loved it, man, Bang, bang, shoot 'em up, helicopters flying all over.
Oh, my.
And loving soupy, feeding that's what we do, feed the homeless people, go out on outreach, we take the guys and girls, go, you know what I mean? People that don't want to give people hugs, man, we say, come here, you.
You bet.
You know what I mean? And,
sounds like your apartment complex, Bill.
so.
Well, it's very similar to that. Yeah, very similar. Only it's the officer hugging them while he's putting the bracelets on.
Yeah.
Actually, we drove in there one day, and we
for
had the
Pete's sake,
Puyallup
here we go.
police, the FBI, the DEA.
It was just a quiet day in the neighborhood.
So they could probably use your services, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
I'm not
probably
saying
wouldn't be
where.
actually probably wouldn't be a bad idea to have a house or two up here.
Yeah.
Because
I'm not going to say a word. It's a calm neighborhood. They
You
moved
sound like
out.
you're talking now, though.
Oh, that's true.
So
you know.
I want to ask you, Pastor Kelly, if you find that individuals that come into the program, if they were given tools younger to be able to deal with, let's say, life circumstances, would that have made? Do you believe that would have made an impact?
Well, so there's two parts to that. So when I first came into discipleship, I was in my early 30s, and everybody in there was about that age. There wasn't any young people really that now in the last 5 or 6 years. Don't hold me to that, but I want to say
Sure.
they're young. I mean, they're like 12 years old. They've done more stuff than I ever did. And not that I'm trying to be braggy or arrogant about it.
No, but you're right.
But I'm like, wow. And so, but Jesus is the only way. They need more discipleships like Praise Hallelujah on every street corner, like 7-Elevens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And you know, that's a fine line on that, because we do have some young kids in here that are 18, you know what I mean, and 20,
Sure.
and they're on fire, you know, and but you know, you know why they come back. Sometimes they leave. Sometimes they'll only be here for a couple of weeks and they leave. But you know why they always come back? Because of love.
You bet.
Yeah, absolutely.
Seeds have been planted, and God's seed, His promises never come back void. You know what I'm saying?
Well, love can be really overwhelming when you've rejected your own self.
Yeah.
And so, and not only that, but if you've been a victim and then you victimize yourself in your own mindset or word, process.
Yeah, we're our worst enemy.
Absolutely.
We can word curse ourselves like never before, man. You know what I mean? We can.
Well, I wanna touch on something real quick. You have an event coming up.
Yeah, the last week the week before Christmas, we give out toys at the church. We set up over in Burien. We set up round tables, and I think last year we had about 300-400 people that came through that got to get toys for their kids.
Wow.
And there were some adults acting like kids, but we don't really care because we just want to give it all away.
Well, Matt the Great likes to be a kid once in a while, don't you?
Right.
Oh, absolutely.
So we're always collecting toys. We need toys, brand new toys. And there's a couple places that you can bring those, or you can come pick them up. You know what I mean? And
Okay, so
we need help with that.
Where would you bring those to?
Well, you could bring them to our church and to our office. Do you want the address?
Yes.
absolutely.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, is that the address? Okay, you ready for it?
Oh, we're always ready.
I need
Give
to
it to
borrow some
somebody.
glasses, though. So
Well, here, try these.
let me try these.
I'm
You
only
guys-
blind in one eye and can't see out of the other one, so
perfect.
that should work.
So you could take them to the House of Refuge Church in Burien, and it's 14006 First Avenue South in Burien, which is 98168. You can go by there anytime and drop them off, or you can come by the Praise Hallelujah Discipleship Office, and that's 17800 Des Moines Memorial Drive, Suite G, Des Moines 98148.
Okay.
Well, great.
How about a phone number if they need to have you come pick it up?
Which numbers? No, I'm just kidding. 206.
Let me look at my book here.
I'm just playing. I'm going to give you my cell number, which you can call me if you got somebody who wants to come in too. 206-307-9166.
Beautiful.
Well, we're running out of time, and this is the part of the show that we just sit down
We
and
give
say,
to my
you're going to butt in on this, huh? I knew
yes,
it.
my
I knew I couldn't
esteemed
trust you.
colleague
Mhm.
and wife.
Well, first of all, Matt, I really do think you're Matt the Great. And I don't say that lightly. It wasn't meant with tongue in cheek. I want to thank you for, and really acknowledge you for your courage, for you being brave in regard of making the harder decision and the choices. And really recognizing that the life that you were creating isn't the life you really want to live. And that moving forward and creating everything that God obviously has for you. And so thank you for that. And Pastor Kelly, thank you. Thank you and your lovely bride for really having a life of sacrifice. and for being willing to be vulnerable, raw, authentic, and everything that really we should all aspire to. There's no mask. That's what I love, absolutely love about the program that you guys put on was the
Banquet.
authenticity. It was just the
Yeah.
banquet.
Yeah.
It was absolutely beautiful, and what made it beautiful was the fact that life was being lived right there.
Yeah.
Mic drop, right?
That's wonderful.
And so it wasn't phony, and it wasn't a production.
Mhm.
It was beautiful. So
Yeah.
thank you for empowering and changing the complexion of our communities. Complexion, when you look at it, means from the inside out.
Yeah.
And so helping to change it from the inside out. So thank you.
So that wraps up today's show. We hope you'll come back again and meet with us again and have a good conversation. I enjoyed it very much. And want to remind everybody, no matter how bad things get, watch the Lord and you'll keep us smiling. Very good.